I did not expect things to escalate this quickly. After 7 long years, Chapter 81 of the Boruto manga finally does the long-awaited time skip. We're officially in the second stage of the manga. It isn't called Boruto Shippuden though. I don't know what they were thinking, but let's just say that we have quite a goofy a name for the second part of the manga. It's called Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Yeah, it's no longer Boruto Naruto Next Generations. It's now called Boruto 2 Blue Vortex. Though I'll tell you, our author and the magazine actually did put quite a lot of thought into coming up with this name. From what I can understand, the vortex in the title is a direct translation of Uzumaki. Rasengan is also actually a blue vortex, and the word 2 is just what it says, 2. So the title is either referring to 2 Rasengan or 2 blue-eyed Uzumaki, or maybe it has something to do with the 2 prophecies. We have Momoshiki saying that he will lose everything, but we also have Tonari stating that he will save the world. What do you guys think? What does 2 Blue Vortex mean? It's going to be open to interpretation because it was the same as Shippuden. Now, before we talk about the actual chapter, I just want to press that like button and also subscribe to the channel. The channel is still in its baby phase. We need all the support we can get, and in return, tell us what kind of videos you'd like to watch. Let's do it. Alright, now about Chapter 81. We jump 3 years forward in time. The Naruto time skip was 2.5 years, so this one is actually longer. As expected, Shikamaru is the Hokage. We see Sarada trying to talk some sense into him. 3 years and she still hasn't made any progress on convincing our 200 IQ boy that Boruto is not the criminal they think he is. He is not a traitor. When Shikamaru tells her that she'll stay a genin if she doesn't get her act together, she replies that she is following in Lord Seven's footsteps, not his. She also mentions how Naruto brought back Sasuke to the village. Meanwhile, Kawaki can be seen observing Naruto and Hinata. They are in a state of suspension. Yeah, for Naruto, no time has passed at all. Sarada and Sumire discuss the entire thing and how from everyone's perspective, it's them who are the weird ones. Sarada explains how Shikamaru could see the plot holes in his memory at first, but the effect of Ida's omnipotence has only continued to increase. Now, everyone is completely brainwashed. Sumire and Sarada meet Ida and Damon. Ada tells him that it's nearly impossible to do something about it. It's Shinjutsu after all, though she is curious at how it didn't work on Sumire and Sarada. This scene seemed a little confusing to me. It has been this way for 3 years. Why did Ada think that now is the right time to ask the girls why they weren't affected? And to top it off, they both just give her a half-baked answer because they didn't want Damon thinking that they were a threat. Next, we see Kawaki and Mitsuki. Of course, for Mitsuki, Kawaki is now Boruto, so he considers him as the sun while himself is the moon. He is still dead set on being the one who kills Boruto. Now maybe it's just me, but I felt something odd about the panel where he calls Kawaki the sun. You can notice it on his facial expression. Why did he seem so unsure about calling Kawaki the sun? Following this, we see the lady herself. Himawari is seen training with Chocho, Shikadai, and Inojin. She does well, but it's clear that she is not the same personality as Itachi, Minato, Kakashi, or even Boruto. Himawari is still the good old Himawari. They all think she's Kawaki's sister and are pleased to see Kawaki's sister do well, but what she says is kinda surprising, or maybe not. After all, we know that Himawari is special, and it seems that she hasn't been brainwashed either. She wants to save Boruto, and she isn't trying to keep it a secret, though she is still somewhat under the control of omnipotence because she doesn't call Boruto her brother. Going back to Kawaki, he is sniffing out claw marks along with some other ninjas. For the sake of context, claw marks are black marks which can be used to travel to the marked location. Pretty handy for the user and pretty dangerous for the enemy. Kawaki notices that there's a claw mark on the fellow ninja's neck as well. Not good. Code is up to something. Kawaki alerts Shikamaru and tells him to put the investigation team on investigating the claw marks. By the way, about Code and his mini Ten Tails army, One of them pops up in the village and starts attacking. Then a few more appear. Shikamaru tells Konohamaru to issue an evacuation order while those who can fight should head to the scene. He then wonders why Code decided to attack now of all times. Code's claw marks are everywhere. Then Ten Tails can not only teleport, they can even transport each other. Kawaki joins the fight against him and Sarada also enters the chat. And then suddenly, Code comes out from one of the many Ten Tails. He is here for Boruto, of course. Sarada tells him that Boruto left 3 years ago, so he tells her that he already knows. He has been chasing him for the past 2 years after all, but now he has decided to finally stop looking for him. Instead, he'll make him come to the village. How exactly is he planning to do that? By tormenting his friends? The first one is going to be Sarada. Sadly, Sarada still isn't as competent as you expect her to be. She is sweating in every panel. The Ten Tails start circling her. Code is ready to torment her, and Sarada just stands there with a stupid exclamation mark on her head. Though to make things interesting again, Boruto pops up in the very next panel and steps on Code's face. Just completely and utterly humiliates Code. He looks like the man. Boruto is wearing the cloak, he has the sword, and the riz, and everything. As you may expect, Shikamaru is alerted by Boruto's arrival. He orders everyone to still prioritize Code and his claw marks, but at the same time, they should keep an eye out for Boruto. Just what exactly is he here for? Shikamaru tells them to find out. In the final page of the chapter, we see Code, Kawaki, and Boruto, all three with serious expressions on their faces. Kawaki comments that he has finally shown himself, and the chapter ends with the line from the editor that says, "The vortex of fate is intertwined again." So this was the first chapter of Boruto's sequel, guys. What do you think? Personally, there was nothing surprising. It was just a light setup chapter. Things will go down from here on out, but we also need to know more about what happened during the 3 years. Where is Sasuke right now? It's satisfying to see Code still taking L's after L's, but he is obviously not antagonist material. We need someone better, and we need someone better fast. I'm sure the Otsutsuki clan will be back to stir up some trouble. Maybe Shibai himself shows up as the endgame protagonist, but please, no more Code. He's too lame and uncool to be taken seriously. I'm pleased with Boruto's design though. He's also giving off some major anti-hero energy, but we need Sarada to step up and be competent as well. She has the Mangekyo Sharingan. I mean, come on. Her dialogue with Shikamaru was cool though, I admit. So I do have some major hopes for her characterization. Let us wait and see. I also need y'all's thoughts on this. Let's continue this discussion in the comment section, guys. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. The channel is still in its early stages. We need all the support we can get. Well then, with that said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Ja ne.